Also want to elaborate on the topic that you wish to pursue for graduate school. So definitely describe what you would like to study in graduate school in greater detail. Discuss the area of interest, any questions, concerns, and thoughts associated with the topic. Don't forget to name professors and why you want to work with them. And please be school specific. That means that you need to do your research. You need to find out what the focus and various research focuses are for that graduate school or PhD program. Also, what type of program it's geared towards. So, for example, a teaching program might be geared towards urban education or rural education. And so definitely talk about that. And I think what's most important is to also discuss what sort of research or how would you sort of elevate these themes or this topic or this focus that this program has. Definitely looking into the future and just seeing how you will be a pivotal sort of individual that will bring this topic or this type of program into sort of the next generation of study for that.
So you want to end on a positive note, indicate your excitement and readiness for the challenges ahead of you. Think, I look forward to working with you, and really just own your ability to be in graduate school. So don't forget that these statements you're submitting in your application are themselves writing samples. So you obviously want to have an introduction, body, and conclusion, of course, topic sentences to guide the readers, and clear transitions. And so, of course, your grammar and spelling also needs to be perfect. You need to make sure that you're not submitting drafts, but really final copies of everything that has been revised extensively by you and others. So some graduate programs will also require you to include a diversity statement, which essentially asks you to describe how your values and attitudes have been affected by your real-life experiences and how and where you were raised. And of course, the diversity statement prompt could be a little bit different. So if you're wondering what to write about, a good guiding question could be, how has your intersectional identity shaped your experience, worldview, academic interests, and career trajectory? As a tip, each school has a diversity mission statement. So when applying to a graduate program, you can learn more about a diversity statement and make it very language specific. So some things to think about could be your class, race, ethnicity, culture, language, gender, etc. So it's really important that in this statement you're self-affirmational and you're emphasizing that your non-traditional experiences and identity are really affirming the mission and purpose of the program and how much the program can benefit from you being a part of that program and how you contribute to their diversity.
So you may also want to add an addendum that will explain the weaknesses or parts of your college life in which you maybe had very low grades, especially in your major or minor. If there were any leaves of absences from from school, if you had any withdrawals, any criminal records or arrests. Also, if you repeated any type of testing and why. I think what's important is, again, not to only describe these weaknesses, but also how you've overcome them and how you've learned from them and how they will make you a stronger candidate for your program. So definitely make sure you're concise and make sure that you explain how that's sort of provided you with growth and how it's making you a strong candidate for your PhD or grad program.
I would just add that as first-generation students, we oftentimes have to overcome additional challenges to get to the process of applying to graduate school, even in itself, is a really great accomplishment. And so, yes, in writing about your weaknesses, like we said earlier, it's really important to talk about your resilience and how you've overcome them, and explain that you are a first-generation student, and some things that may have happened to you, you couldn't have helped, but how you navigated is really important. So a writing sample is typically required in a PhD application, and it demonstrates to the committee that you can do graduate level research. Usually it's 10 to 25 pages in length. It's a research topic that's relevant to your field. hopefully you're presenting interesting, original, and thought-provoking research. And your writing is analytical in that you're clearly reflecting your thought process, you're organized, and you're conveying a full, rich, and nuanced appreciation of the topic. And nothing should be assumed, meaning that you need to cite your sources, everything should be grammatically correct, and your voice should be authoritative and concise. You're trying to demonstrate that you can master this topic. So that brings us to the end of our workshop. We want to wish you good luck, and we are so sure that you can get into graduate school and thrive.
We also want to thank you for listening to this video presentation and strongly encourage you to go out and talk to other individuals, talk to other staff, talk to other PhD students, faculty, because it's important for you to get as many perspective and as many tips on how to get into the program that you want. So really excited, and thank you for listening to us.